Today on Judge Porter.
I'm traumatized. I'm not the same anymore. I flinch every time someone opens a protein bar behind me. That's not okay.
Well, what is your definition of next to?
Okay, if I take this gravel and I hold it next to your head, is it next to you?
Welcome back to another jaw-dropping courtroom case. Today on Judge Porter, we have a lawsuit that's equal parts absurd and fascinating. The plaintiff, Rachel, claims emotional distress over, wait for it, being stared at in a gym. Yes, you heard that right. She's self-series, Zeko, Nechaching, Nefautien, that's how you teach him $20,000 for trauma caused by what she describes as being too hot in public. You see, she show and the defendant, well, he insists he was simply existing while she exercised. Stick around because this case has everything. Stairs, selfies, side squats, and a dramatic parking lot showdown. You're not going to want to miss how this unfolds.
All rise. Everyone, please be seated. Thank you. We're here for case number 6008. Raquel Berzinia and Charles Grant. Can you guys come to the podium, please? Ma'am, is your first name Raquel or Rachel?
It's Rachel.
Rachel? Okay. I see that you're suing the defendant for making you feel uncomfortable at a gym, and you're seeking $25,000 for emotional distress. Am I reading this correctly?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am,
That's
tell
right.
us what's going on with this.
Okay, Your Honor. I'm not just here as a plaintiff. I'm here as a victim. A victim of being too hot in a public space.
I'm sorry, what now?
I walked into the gym like any normal day. Matching set, flawless ponytail, lashes on, just minding my own business. But the moment I stepped onto the treadmill, I felt it. The stare, like Joe, just without the bookstore. Your Honor, $25,000 won't undo the damage, okay? But it might help cover my therapy, my personal security detail, and a new set of leggings.
Sorry, what did you just say that you have a personal security detail because of this incident?
Tafunchi Achao. Here's where it gets wild. Rachel describes herself as a victim of being too hot, claiming claiming trauma so severe she now has a personal security detail. Let's pause here. Legally speaking, an emotional distress claims usually require a demonstrable threat or harassment. A personal security detail for someone glancing your way, that's going to raise eyebrows in any courtroom. But it's the drama that captivates us, the exaggeration, the storytelling, the tension between perception and reality. Otis question. Point do you think a claim like this crosses from genuine distress into courtroom?
Of course, I'm traumatized. I'm not the same anymore. I flinch every time someone opens a protein bar behind me. That's not okay. He should pay for this, Your Honor.
Man, tell me what's going on.
Your Honor, I don't even know why I am here today.
That makes two of us.
This case has no legal merit that's based on anything in the law, any legal precedence. Are you suing me for looking?
Objection.
Is that what I'm speaking?
Objection.
Are you suing me
Hold on,
for
I'm gonna get back to
looking?
you.
Then if this case is allowed to stand, half the men in Mango Park have to walk around blindfolded.
Okay, let me see if I got some clarification on this. Lord have mercy. So we're talking about a gym, correct? That you're a member of.
Yes.
And that you're a member of.
I've been a member for a long time, and it's a public space.
Now, just so I have clarification as well, you're not an employee of this gym, correct?
No, I'm a customer.
And you're not an employee of this gym, correct?
That's correct, sir.
Okay. My head hurt. Ma'am, I want to make sure I heard you correctly. You said that you walked into the gym and you're a victim of being too hot. Is that the verbiage that
That's
you use?
basically what it is.
Now, so when you say that you're too hot, I'm assuming that you're not talking about from a weather standpoint or a body temperature standpoint. You're talking about a physical attribute that you have.
Of course. Can you
So what you're saying is
Look
that
at
you're
me.
too attractive. That's what you're saying.
literally every time I come to the gym, I feel like a fashion model. I always have matching sets.
Matching set.
Your
You
Honor,
said that.
Your Honor,
Hold on,
this-
wait.
oh my
I
God,
want to
this
hear.
lady- oh
I
my
want to hear
God.
about this
Your
matching
Honor,
set. Go ahead.
And when I take selfies, he's literally on the background, almost in every my selfie.
So you're saying he's photobombing your selfie?
Yes, he's all the time there, watching me.
He's what's the word I'm looking for? Oogling at you, and he's just in
Yes,
he's
and literally
in
like
awe.
rolling over me.
He's in awe at the way
Yeah.
that you look.
Yes, Your Honor. And I saw him watching me do squats like I was the last donut on a shelf.
Your Honor, hold on. Listen, this lady is delusional.
Say it one more time, maybe someone
We are
will
not-
believe you.
Hold on, ma'am. Let him speak.
If it is that we are looking at her, it's because she's doing the exercise incorrectly.
Incorrectly?
Yes, this
Are
is what
you
she
the
does
trainer?
all the time. For instance, let me show you an example. You know squats. Squats,
I'm
as
very
you just
familiar
said.
with squats.
You gotta do it and keep your knees parallel to the
Your
ground.
Honor,
But
he's
Okay,
not
hold
my
on,
trainer.
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on.
this is
hold
how
on.
she's doing the squat. From side to side and bouncing like this.
So
That is
what?
not for people to look at you.
I was filming a video.
When you do that type of thing, you are doing things for people to stare. And when we stare,
but
now you
not
want
to
to
be
sue
steered by
me.
you.
Okay, hold on, ma'am. Now, I'm not sure, but is that one of the ways that you, or is that the way that you do the squats?
Your Honor, it's none of his business how I perform
No, I'm just asking.
exercises.
I'm just curious if he's exaggerating or
Well,
not.
he's probably exaggerating, but sometimes I'm filming videos, so I have to exaggerate as well.
Oh, so you do the side to side movement on the squats.
Sometimes, yes, different muscles
but
work
for
that
the
way.
video purposes.
Yeah,
So
but not for him to watch.
I'm just curious. Are you an influencer?
Of course. You don't
Oh, okay.
Now the gym scenario heats up. Rachel claims the defendant is constantly photobombing her selfies and watching her while she performs squats. Meanwhile, he argues her exaggerated side-to-side squats are meant for attention. Legally, this is fascinating. The court is being asked to weigh subjective perceptions versus observable behavior in a public space. And socially, it's an influencer dilemma. How much of being an influencer is inviting attention and how much crosses into harassment? Let's into a CD pause. Let your viewers, would you side with her concern or his argument that she's deliberately showing off? 4. Now we enter the infamous parking lot segment, which is straight out of a thriller. Rachel claims the defendant follows her to her car. He counters that it's coincidental, given the tiny parking lot size. This is a perfect example of courtroom nuance. Perception versus spatial reality. Legally, intent matters. Was he truly following her, or were their schedules just aligned? For viewers watching, ask yourself, have you ever felt a coincidence look like a conspiracy? This is exactly that amplified in front of a...
So what is the purpose of being an influencer if it's not for people to watch?
Okay.
Yeah,
That is
not
the
too much
purpose
by
of being
you.
an influencer.
Hey. Hold on.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, have mercy. Okay.
Your Honor,
All right.
I felt like I was in a horror film.
You
I
felt-
swear.
You did?
Like I was the main character of a horror
Exactly,
film.
because she's that ugly.
Just without the lights and no glam squad and this man breathing through his mouth behind me.
Okay, well here's where I'm a little confused at. I got the part where you said that you're hot. I got the part where you say that you have a matching set. I got all that. But it's weird to me because the only person who's in this courtroom for looking at you is this gentleman here. No other people, no other men or women look at you when you go to this gym? Just him?
And I will explain, Your Honor.
Please do.
So it's normal that I get looked at. I mean, I am pretty hot, as I already mentioned. But this man stares at me like I'm the last piece of meat.
Okay.
Your Honor, and that's not all.
Actually, I thought you said earlier that you were the last donut on the rack, but
I
go
mean,
ahead.
whatever is in your taste, you can say that.
Actually, you said that, but continue.
Your Honor, the main point here is that at first I also thought maybe I'm imagining things.
Okay.
Okay? I'm not crazy.
No.
Not crazy at all.
No, not at all, no.
So I thought I'm imagining, but then he followed me to my car. How do you explain that?
Wow. Your car was parked
Here's a plot
Was your
twist.
car parked in the parking lot or was it valeted?
Parking lot.
It was in the parking lot?
Indoors.
Hold that thought. Did
Garage.
you watch her
Your Honor.
walk to her car in the parking
Your
lot?
Honor, it's a parking lot for only 6 cars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where would you go? The parking lot is this small. So, where would you go? I'm not following her. I am going to my car. She's going to her car.
Okay.
The thing is, she's the one who comes anywhere I am in the gym. She comes in front of me to do her side squats. Anywhere I'm at.
Is that right?
In fact, I would like to put a countersuit for sexual harassment
Me? To you?
because she is harassing me.
So,
Your Honor, this is
So
ridiculous.
what you're saying now is that when she's doing her side squats.
Hold up, things just got spicy. The defendant hints at a countersuit for harassment, flipping the narrative entirely. And the courtroom reactions, priceless. The judge is visibly confused, trying to parse the story while maintaining decorum. This section shows how courtroom drama isn't just about the law. It's about storytelling, persuasion, and credibility. Audience engagement check. Who do you think is exaggerating here? The plaintiff or the defendant? Type your thoughts in the comments because this is a debate that's as much social as legal.
She comes in front of me.
And
I'm the only person she comes in.
she's basically throwing it in your direction.
Exactly.
So you can salivate at what she's doing. That's what.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
You got it.
If Lies had an Oscar, you would hold the trophy right now. Don't believe him, Your Honor. The person to believe here is me.
I've already made my decision. I've made my decision on this one. But I want to ask a question first. Mr. Grant, I got the part where you were looking at her doing these exercises that you thought were kind of strange. Okay, I got the part where you said that she's coming over to me and doing whatever. All right, where I'm lost at is why are you following her into the parking lot again?
I'm not following her to the parking lot. Her
Okay,
car is in the parking
when
lot. My car is in the parking lot. How could that be following?
Okay, was
Totally
your car?
follow.
Hold on, man. Was your car parked next to hers?
Allegedly. Like
That
3
falls
cars away.
that falls to the category of yes or no.
Well, what is your definition of next to?
Okay, if I take this gravel and I hold it next to your head, is it next to your head or is it a ways off?
Well, my definition of next to, it could be here. There's a car in between and her car that's next to in my book. No.
Ma'am, every time you go into the parking lot, is he there?
Yeah, all the
Mr.
time.
Grant?
Here's the crucial moment. Judge Porter denies the $25,000 emotional distress award, citing the lack of legal merit, but issues a restraining order. This is textbook judicial balance. The court acknowledges potential discomfort while also setting limits on what constitutes compensable and emotionally oshi and samasa and she aji and she asa and she. The restraining order is strategic. It protects the plaintiff without over-penalizing the defendant. Legal takeaway, even in unusual claims, courts will use proportional remedies to address grievances. Viewers, note how judges separate perception from legally actionable behavior. No, in she, this is an important principle in civil law.
Every time?
I
That would be a yes or no question, sir.
Well, there's a gray area. I gotta I it's not every time.
Okay, almost every
I
time.
am not in the parking lot on a Fridays.
Okay.
Whatever.
When she's there, are you there in that same parking lot?
Sometimes.
Walking while she's walking to her car? So you're trying to tell me that when
He's a
she's
freak.
finished working out, you just happen to be finished working out at the same time every single time? I tell you what, I'm going to make it easy since it's so great. I am not going to grant you the $25,000 for your
Why?
emotional distress. You're going to have to find another way to pay your security detail. But what I will grant you is a restraining order, because I think
Okay.
there's something a little off with the story that you're telling.
But wait, but how would I go to the gym if I have a restraining order?
Oh, I didn't say that you couldn't go to a gym. I didn't say that at all. You just can't go to the gym when she's there. Meaning, if you decide that, hey,
Then what's the purpose of going to the gym?
no. I think you're missing the point. See, what's happening is when she's there, since there's a restraining order against you, you can't be there when she's there. When you know she's there, you have to leave. When she's not there, you can be there. If you're there and she shows up, you have to leave because there's a restraining order against you. Now, to make it really clear or much better for you, find another gym. You know what? Find an all male gym. I'm pretty sure we have to. Yeah. And you won't be distracted by people.
Rachel leaves satisfied. She retains her gym and her exercise routine just without the monetary award. Meanwhile, the defendant is outraged, calling it nonsense. This dual reaction is classic courtroom entertainment. One party vindicated, the other frustrated. And the humor here is unintentional, but golden. The absurdity of suing for being looked at in public has internet-level viral potential. Audience question: would you call this justice served or a victory for theatrical storytelling? That's the beauty of modern, small claims court drama. To wrap up, in this bizarre yet compelling case, the court denied the $25,000 emotional distress claim, but
Oh, that's a great point.
That's a great point. See?
Yeah,
You get what you deserve.
I'm feeling victimized here right now.
Get what you deserve.
Okay, would you like for me to grant her $25,000?
I'll take
Would be
I'll
nice,
take your
wouldn't
judgment,
it?
sir.
See,
I'll
that's
take
what
your
I'm talking
judgment.
about.
Yes.
That's what
I'll
I'm
go to
talking
another
about.
judge, sir.
You have been granted a restraining order. You will follow that restraining order, and the court is adjourned.
Thank you, Judge. Totally my vibes. Oh my God. Judge Porter is totally my vibe. I knew he's gonna rule in my favor. I got the restraining order. The only part here is I didn't get $25K. I was planning a trip to Hawaii, but
issued a restraining order, striking a balance between safety and reasonableness. The key takeaway: court scrutinized claims carefully, ensuring remedies are proportional to real harm. And remember, perception alone rarely meets the legal threshold for compensation. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't find Botchain Valley subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. You won't want to miss what comes next.
anyway, I'm still satisfied. I get to keep my gym and I get to do the squats the way I like it.
This is real BS. How we can be, in what way I have to leave my gym because some allegedly hot woman trying to molest me? This is nonsense. Man, I out of here, man.